Hello everyone, this is Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from a brisk Greenwood, Wisconsin. I am away from home right now, spending a few days with my mom as she recovers from some outpatient surgery. I've got a great fall card to share with you today, and first I have to give a shout out to my friend Shelly Olson. She mailed me this card as she was registering for one of my upcoming events. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So I got in touch with her and asked her if it would be okay for me to recreate the card and make a video. And she said, absolutely. So thank you so much, Shelly, for doing that. I'm going to start off with a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5. This is soft suede cardstock. You may notice that my work surface looks just a little bit different and it's a little unstable. So I'll try not to bounce it too much when I'm inking up my stamps, because I noticed that was a problem in the last video that I made. I've also got a piece of Sahara sand that's 4 by 5.25. Another piece of Sahara sand that's 3/4 by 3.25. A piece of our gold foil sheet that is 7/8 by 3 3/8. Piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5.25. This is our inside layer. And then I've just got some scraps here that we're going to be working with. The card that I'm creating today is for the Creative Inking Blog Hop. This is the first time that I am hopping with these talented stampers, so I am honored to be part of this group. And our theme is with gratitude, so I thought the perfect stamp set to use for this would be the Falling for Leaves and the Detailed Leaves Thinlits. I really like this set. It's part of our holiday mini catalog. I'm going to take the Woodland embossing folder, and when you open this up, I want the side that has the trees indented. That is going to be the back of the folder that says Sizzix on it. You can read Sizzix right here, and we're going to be working with the back of that front folder. I've got soft suede ink here, and all I'm going to do is drag my ink pad across this embossing folder. So this is a direct paper technique, and it's pretty cool. You'll see the results here in just a minute. Now you see where we've got some globs of ink that run across the lines that run across here where I started my ink pad in the middle. I'm going to take that ink pad all the way back up to the top and drag it down so I don't have any of those lines in the middle of the folder. I want this to be pretty smooth. Then we're going to place our cardstock in here, and I'm going to run this through the Big Shot, and I'll be right back. And this is what you have when you open that up. Now what am I going to do with my folder here? I am going to just simply run this underwater, and it's going to, the ink is going to run right off the folder. You don't have to worry about any of it staining. It won't do any of that. And then you just dry it off or set it in the dish rack to let it dry. Okay, now we're going to start building our card. We have a little bit of stamping to do. I am continuing to use the soft suede ink, and I'm going to use this Harvest of Thanks greeting that goes along perfectly with our gratitude theme for today. So I've got that stamped on my small layer of Sahara sand. I'm just going to attach it to the gold foil piece. We've got a thin border around this. The last video that I just made, I used the gold glimmer paper for one of the leaves in a fall card, and I said that I love the pop of gold on these fall cards. I just think it's really spectacular. Then I'm going to bring in my scraps here. Now I want to get a die cut with this image out of the Sahara sand. And I'd also like one cut out of this image. And then I'm going to use this piece to cut out the more detailed leaf here, and this larger piece of gold foil for this leaf. I'm going to die cut this stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, here comes one of the leaves. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to put it through my Big Shot in the woodland embossing folder because I want some wood texture on there. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. And here we go with all of our elements. We're ready to put our card together. I'm going to take a little bit of my liquid glue. You don't need to use a bunch here. I'm just going to add it in a couple little places and I'm going to drop that right here. And then, let's see, I'm going to come in with this and add this behind that leaf. So we're going to get that in there quick before I can't slide it in anymore because of the glue. You know, once it sticks down good, I'll have some problems. Here we go. And then I'll bring this one in here. Yep, that looks good. Add some glue to the back of this. Just like that. And this last little leaf, there's that texture from that wood folder on there. I'm going to put this, let's slide this in. Where do I want to go with that? I think I'll go right here. Just add that right there. Then I also wanted to add some of this gold metallic thread because that goes along with the whole theme and I think it'll look really neat. So I'm just gonna get a bunch of that and I'm just wrapping it around my fingers a whole bunch of times here. I'm gonna cut that end off. I'm going to put this behind my greeting. So I'm going to add a couple dimensionals, maybe 3 will kind of hold everything in place. We'll see what happens here. Don't forget to stick your fingernail in the middle of the dimensional. That'll help raise the edges up. I apologize for any shadows that are happening. I don't have my lighting system here with me, so I'm just kind of having to make do with what I have. Here comes this last little piece of this card. Oh my gosh, isn't that just pretty? I'm going to cut off this end here. I don't want that on there. But look at how that gold thread just really adds to the whole gold theme going on. And then we can add this to our card front. This is a pretty quick and easy card once you have your die cuts all cut out. We've got a little bit of stamping to do on here. I'm going to bring in the greeting that says, "Thinking of you with a grateful heart." This is from the Falling for Leaves stamp set. Now, in a perfect world, I think I would have used the some more of the Sahara Sand cardstock for the inside and carried that color over through the card, but I don't have any more of that color of cardstock with me. So I'm working on limited supplies here, and I think this Whisper White is going to work just fine. But if you're going to recreate this card at home, you might want to try the Sahara Sand layer on the inside. I think that would look really nice too. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think? This is very similar to the card that Shelly made. I used a couple different elements on here, but isn't that spectacular? This is going to be a fantastic card for me to give to the next person I need to send a thank you card to. Okay, you guys, don't forget Click up here to go to my blog. You'll find all the details. You'll find ordering links if you need to place an order. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. You can pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com. And I would be happy to send you the current catalogs. You can find my blog address right here. If you're going to be placing an order, please use this host code. That'll get you some special perks with me. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and that your weekend continues to be great. Thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of it to spend with me. Bye-bye.